तस्मै श्री गुरुवे भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः
Good morning to you all. What is puja? Importance of puja in our lives. Puja is the fantastic form of divine worship in Hinduism to keep us in harmony, which removes the sorrows of life and bringing happiness to life. By performing puja, spiritual vibrations get created around us. These spiritual vibrations work to eliminate influence in our lives and help around us with positive energy and bring us peace of mind. It's true, when something is in our mind, we tend to do some kind of ritual and that will bring us satisfaction. So let us invite Nehaji to tell us all about it.
Thank you, Panaji. As again, I'm not expert doing the karma kanda, so just apologize for my all tiny mistakes. And again, knowing that every ritual again has a different way of performing by every tradition. So even if you say the Gujarat, Rajasthan, within India, northern India, and let aside southern India, if you go, so we all follow our customs and traditions. So again, this all can vary, but what I thought would be interesting to connect with the Vedic way of doing puja. When we talk about Vedic way, it does not have any caste customs or traditions. It doesn't have any religion. Anyone can perform this. Vedas are basically just knowledge. Literal translation of Vedas is the knowledge. So anything which you do knowledge based, knowing the importance when you perform, you're doing the Vedic way. And now we have two a knowledge base. One is the traditional way, why do we do and how do we do? But now we also connecting the same dots with the science a lot of time. And especially if I'm talking, I cannot resist without connecting with brain science, body science, the world science, and mental health, whatnot. So again, the knowledge cannot be constricted to one knowledge base. Again, we know Ganpati is the Gana of all the knowledge. So whether we are talking Vedic knowledge, we're talking scientific knowledge, universal astronomy, astrology, everything is just not talking any different. Knowledge is still the same if it is backed up by all. That is the Satyam. That is Brahman alone. And that cannot go wrong even in science. And we know that now. So as we talk about Vedic way of doing puja vidhi, so it does not have any custom. It is just a way it should go. And it is given as a 16 steps. Now, before doing the 16 steps, performing the whole puja into 16 steps, that's why it's called Shodash. Shodash is 16. And that's where in the steps it is performed. Just to memorize us, just to remember that what steps this is, it's easy to do. But before doing that, there is always a preparation. Now, for doing puja, let me connect it with an example, beautiful example of guest. Or let's say a family, I'm here far away from my home and my all family is back home. So if they are visiting me here, they're my guests. But I have a strong emotion connecting, whether it's my brother, it's my mother, it's my father, whoever it's coming, or my friend. Yes. So my bhava, my emotion, my relation bond is so strong that I'm joyful that he's coming. Yeah, he or she is coming. Now, if they are coming, what do? All of us. And there is no custom and tradition. We all do that. We are human. Yeah. We prepare ourselves. We prepare our home. We prepare everything for them to come and stay. Even we prepare the room and their bed and, kitchen, bhojan. First thing we go into the kitchen. Yeah. We do the preparation for the guest to arrive, and then when he arrives, then we welcome him. We don't just welcome him just, oh, come in, this is your room. And we have never done that in Indian customs. If we have seen, even now we don't do that in any customs. We do offer them seat, we do offer them something to eat because they have come from a long travel. We ask them to take shower if they need it, if it's a long travel. So again, this is nothing a rocket science that we don't know what to do. This is exactly what we do in the puja. We are welcoming who? Who are we welcoming? We are welcoming somebody who is very close to my heart. Yes. And then I have already a bond. So it is important to have a bond with your Aradhya. Aradhya is, I'm always, when I say Aradhya, that means the god or goddess which you are connected with, which you worship. Now, we all may worship different god and goddesses. I do have for Krishna, you may have for Ganpati. Again, we all can have different Aradhya depending on what bond we share with them, how we are connected. So again, until we see all connections the same, pick up one. Or even you can change, because some days your bhava is not in the mood of worshipping today. So what do? Let's bring Krishna in the Bala Roop, no rules applied with him. So again, you can connect with any form, any roop, and you can change Aradhya. It's not a discipline that you must have one and worship one. Because you worship one, you get your bond stronger with him. The more you are connected with him again and again, you become more stronger bond. You start to lose your limitations in front of him. Then we can cry also, we can laugh also. If I'm very formally connected, again, I'm going to use Pannaji as an example today. I was very formally connected with her, yes. So my bond was a good bond, a positive one. I felt her presence very supportive. But it was still a formal, we will behave ourselves. We won't talk about our limitations. We won't talk about our challenges. But as we understand, we get more stronger with anyone. We do have this bonding. Then you know that you can now open up. You can now talk about your problems, limitations, and you know that other person is going to always be there to help. Right? So growing this bond is also important, and that's where you should continue to grow that bond with your Aradhya, because then soon enough you will lose Bhagwan hai, Bhagwan hai. Yeah? You won't do that, because now that Bhagwan is very much connected to you, and you can say, why did you do that? Like my son always says, he doesn't have that boundaries with me anymore, because I'm always there. Why did you do that? You did that to me. No matter what we are feeling, we just blur it out as it is without any masking. The important bond with our Aradhya is that we don't hold any mask anymore. we can open up our hearts to him. We can say, cry, talk, share in the mind, in our heart, or maybe out loud. When I was growing up, I think I have told this story. I was growing up looking at Ganpati as my Aradhya at first because somehow I was connected. I don't know why, but I was very much attracted to the Lord Ganpati. And I could feel that instant meditation when I was focusing on him. And then I thought, well, what do I name? When I started to learn bhakti and traditions, I thought I need to have a bond, So I took him as a father figure because my father was very disciplined, lovely man, and an amazing mentor. I am whatever I am today because of him. But the boundaries between those days, father and daughter, is more of a respect. We cannot talk to them. Even our generation or maybe previous generation, you remember, we can sit together and talk. We always stood there and waited for him to say, "Betcha," and then we sit. This is the kind of a boundary for respect, wasn't a fear. But then I was more inclined to talk. So I found Ganpati and I said, you got to now listen to me. And then I could talk in my head, everything which I was struggling. When you talk, you start to unfold your own challenges. And that's where Buddhi comes. So Ganpati already has come. And then you start to see the threads. So regardless, this is the faith. When the mind rests on the faith, the intelligence starts to awaken. We have done this in Ganpati Atharvashish. No rocket science, simple science. When mind is agitated and you rest into someone's lotus feet, when we call it, or to somebody who we trust. Why do we talk and we feel good when we are in stress? We talk to someone who are very connected, who can understand us, then our mind get calmer, isn't it? Same thing. You develop this relation with your Aradhya. And then mind rest and Buddhi comes into the picture and you get solution also. Whether he's not talking back, but you will get solution because he's right here. एक बहुत हिंदी में, अगेन आई विल ट्रांसलेट, हिंदी में हम हमेशा कहते हैं ऊपर वाला सब ठीक करेगा. ऊपर वाला ठीक करेगा. कहाँ है ऊपर? कहाँ? ऊपर वाला. Yes, everything is just right here. How the consciousness, I'm not saying our brain is everything, it's not in a physical form, no, but the potential consciousness is just right there. When we start to evolve, that's where everything starts to unfold here. And then we connect with the universe outside. So this is what the puja vidhi, the technique of puja, does for us. So first, to evoke your emotion. And in this process, we evoke our emotions first. Then we connect with them. And then we feel the bliss of doing that for him. And then very nicely, we send them off. We vida karenge. And then we will keep the very essence of his visit in our heart. Now, this we can do every day. We can do occasionally. We can decide when we feel like, or we can do it as a celebration. It's completely our choice. Now let's do the preparation. So I'm conscious of time. Let's do the preparation. What do we need? First of all, what do we need? What do we need when somebody elder, somebody respectful, somebody older than me is coming home? We don't welcome them the same way, the way we welcome children or somebody younger. मेरा भाई आएगा तो कुछ भी पहना है चलेगा. But if it's my dad, my mom, or somebody is coming, I would rather have something Indian, something sari, suit, or cover my head. Why do we cover our head? That's a common question. Why do we do that? Out of respect, gratitude. Yes. This is all just, even if I say, you don't have to, in the Vedas, the beautiful thing is you don't have to believe anything. You just have to experiment and see for yourself. You will see that the faith comes automatically. They don't tell, none of the traditions in our system says, you believe in me. He said, you explore, you go and find out, you check it out. And when you know that, then you will come and do this to me. Yes. So we all are not wearing any head covers, yes? And I will say, let's pray. We all will pray. We may connect with our mind, but the moment you cover your head, the respect comes automatically. Just like we were talking Friday, that pair chute, when you bow down in someone's feet, the automatic respect, the gratitude which comes in the heart, that is unexplainable. That cannot be explained just in words, because that's a feel you connect with. This is the same what we do. Now, also in our traditions, we celebrate everything. Even we celebrate death. Because can you imagine any traditions calling upon so many people, cry together, hold hands together, and then after 3 days, they are talking, laughing, sharing, eating. Khana, sabko khana khilate, sabko khana. Again with the name, so that grief doesn't stay with the family. So even we have a pinch of celebrating the one who has passed away, his life, not his death, to mourn. We celebrate his life on those days. So everything is a celebration, even after death, because we don't believe that that is the ending. It will come back, new life. It's a starting of a new life, new journey. So in every celebration, what do? Vibrant colors, beautiful, tasteful food, isn't it? So this is where we also wear, if you're doing puja and if you're wanting to enjoy puja, believe me, that enjoyment is the whole essence of puja, nothing else. Vibrant color. See, this is our usual traditional colors, the maroon, yellow, orange, red. These are the vibrant color. They are always called as the auspicious color for puja. Yeah, green. We don't say in the black, brown, and white, because they're dull colors. For celebration, we use these. Again, I'm not talking religion, customs, or tradition. I'm talking simply how I feel. When I see myself in white, I feel peaceful, I feel calm, and I feel joyful. Do I? Again, not in black. When I wear red, I may feel joyful, because I am glowing in that color. Joy is the essence of puja. If you're not enjoying it, it's not a puja. Because if you're not connecting with the happiness, that's the outcome. The happiness doesn't come at the end. It is the starting of the whole process. And this is very important, that we choose the brightness, we choose the celebration, we choose, even if it's a distressing time, these things can change the mood in the mind. First, it starts with the mind. Even it can change that. If you're not feeling very good today, let's say, for instance, but let me wear something nice. I'll take a walk. And the moment you wear something nice, you start to feel good, right? Not in your pajamas anymore, because more you feel dull being in the bed and in your pajamas, not taking showers. So let's take shower. Let me wear something really nice. I want to eat something nice. Moment you do two things, your mood is already starting to change. So let's make Puja Vidhi also a celebration, also things to enjoy. And remember, your happiness is most important. Now, you all know that I use Sanskrit and I use mantras again for the reason that it helps the brain to concentrate, focus, and also help into making new neural connections. So important is that brain health consciously when we develop that. But it is not mandatory that you chant. You must learn what all mantras are there. Important is you connect with the steps and you feel that this is the step you are doing all of that. Yes. So how about we do that with preparation? If it's not too much to ask and a trouble for everybody, just something simple, a shawl or something just to cover ourselves. Again, anything, don't worry about color also. And again, just simply covering our head. Now, even when you see me covering my head, yeah, the first thing comes into the mind. I'll give everybody just 2 minutes to start to prepare. Thank you. Respect. Thank you. Thank you. Even seeing somebody covering his head and worshipping, we pay respect. We sit down, we keep quiet, isn't it? Even when we do see someone else or even other religion who does that, we stop, we pause, we out of respect. So it is important that when we are connecting with our Aradhya, out of respect, gratitude, and to be having all these emotions to come automatically. These simple steps is basically just to help you having these emotions automatically without forcing or imposing you. I must concentrate. Concentration already came when you are ready. So the first step, now this is only preparation. It is not even starting. So preparation that we first, again, as guest comes, we clean our house, we clean ourselves, we wear something nice. Here we clean. Clean means shuddhikaran. So the first it says to purify. Even if we have taken shower, still we must have touched something, even purifying the surroundings. So first step is shuddhikaran. And we chant a mantra, but even if you don't know, don't worry about chanting here. Admiration. Thank you. Om apavitra pavitro va sarvavastham gatopi va yasmareta pundalikaksham sampahyabhyantara shuchihi. Just simply, this is again to remind that I pray for purifying my mind, my body, my soul, and the surrounding. And then the next is, this is again preparations. The very next, we lighten the lamp. Again, lightening the lamp is, रोशनी अंधेरे में तो guest नहीं बुलाएंगे ना. सबसे पहले, the first thing we do is lighten our house. It shouldn't be a dark place. So we lighten the lamp, diya. Deepa Jyoti Param Brahma Deepa Jyotirjanardanaha Deepo me haratu papam Deepa Jyotir namostute Shubham karoti kalyanam Arogyam dhana sampadaha Shatru buddhi vinashaya Deepa Jyotir namostute. How beautiful prayers are given even when we lighten the lamp. We say, you are Sakshat Brahman, the light, the Jyoti, we call it. You are the Sakshat Brahman. I bow down to you. I respect you. I welcome you. May your light burn all the papam, all the sins, all the impurities of the heart, body, and surrounding. Shubham karoti kalyana. May you also do all the shubh, all the kalyan, all the good and auspicious things. Arogyam, you give us arogyam, no illnesses, pure health. Dhanam, give us the dhanam. Sampada, fulfillment. Shatru buddhi, all the one. Shatru buddhi. Now again, enemies are not surrounding. Even our buddhi sometimes going against our pure will can be also Shatru buddhi. May you also kill my Shatru buddhi, which is going against my own welfare, and I bow down to you. Asking for all this, I bow down to the Deepam, and I'm asking what all you do for me. Now, doing and asking all that for the Deepam, actually it's not happening. Deepam, the Jyoti is not going to do that. We are reminding ourselves, this is I should be doing. This is indirect instruction to the mind. But again, as we pray to the Deepam and the Jyoti, we are connected with that light. And now mind as already resting upon the importance of the light. So we give that importance to the light. And then we take the third step. You remember, if you have seen Panditjis and everybody doing the puja, they will have a little water and they will have little spoon. So in the first step, they take from the little spoon, water on your right hand and drink it. Yeah. So the 3 steps they do. First one, Achyutaya Namaha, and then Anantaya Namaha, and Govindaya Namaha. So 3 times they sip the water, again, just to purify the system. And then Nyasa. After purifying the system, you take little water, you wash your hands. And then you take thumb, right again, and the left and right cheek. This is where it goes. So, sorry, right one goes Keshava, Narayana. Again, these are the points. And then comes Anamika, this finger. It goes on the eyes. So the right one, it does Madhava, Govinda. These are the points, again, we touch and evoke. Now, again, it doesn't say rightly, and we don't know the scientific connection, but we believe, I strongly believe, that these points to press and touch from these different fingers, again, just to invoke the energies, especially if we are knowing about the pressure points. You all know that, we know Marma. And all this basically is to reconnect the nervous system with the brain. So it is very important that what we are doing, we are connected. We know why we are doing this. And then we pray to the Guru. After activating the energy in the brain and body together, we pray to the Guru. It is important, Guru और भगवान में से दोनों आए तो पहले गुरु को प्रणाम करना है. Even inviting the God before we pray our own Guru. If you don't have a physical form of any Guru yet, and you haven't met where you surrender, just pray to the Guru who has given us all these traditions. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. And then comes the step that you take thumb inside, make a fist, and very slightly you just press this, very slight, and then we chant here, Shuklam Baradharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopashantaye. Again, this mantra is for the Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu, again, just to doing that, we are basically, again, there's no scientific proven connections, but I believe that, again, just to enlighten the intelligence, the understanding, and the knowledge, and preparing for all this. Then we do the pranayam. Here, again, pranayam we do to balance, because you remember our left brain is more dominating for one side and the right brain dominating for the other side of the brain. But for the puja, we need balancing of both, and that's where we do the pranayam. So we do this right nostril, closing the right nostril. And when we breathing in slowly, I will chant one. You breathe in. Om Bhur, Om Bhuva, Om Suva, Om Maha, Om Jana, Om Tapa, Om Satyam. Then you hold that. Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. And then you release from the right again. Om Apo Jyoti Rasomritam Brahma Bhur Bhuva Swaram. Again, if you don't know the chants, don't worry. It's all about doing mentally. Even you can do in your own preferred language, English or Hindi. You don't have to chant the mantras. Then we do the sankalpa. Now this is again just to remind, what is my purpose? Why am I doing? And what am I doing? To who? To your own self. So sankalpa we do keeping the left hand down and right hand on top, and put it on your left side, left thigh. If you're sitting on the Padmasana, or simply resting on your side. So left down, right on top, and just hold your hand like this. Mamopata samasta durita kshayadvara Om Shri Parameshwara Prityartham. If you know the Devata you are invoking, you can name him. Krishna Devam Pujam Karishe. So again, just to invoke the energy who we are inviting. And then we clean everything where we are going to use and welcome him. So first we do the Asan Puja. And this is still the preparation we are doing for starting the puja. We do the asan wherever we are making him sit down. So usually if you remember for the puja, we keep lakri ka ek chota rakhte hain. So we usually do that. Or if nothing else, you can just put the cover. You can just put the new cloth there. And then we keep the ghanti. I don't know, some translation I don't have in English, but then ghanti, which we ring the bell, yeah. Kalash, ek kalash mein pani rakhte hain. And then we start with, we do actually pray with a mantra, all this puja for asan, ghanti, kalash. But I'll skip that part because you might have not heard that and that might confuse. And then we do the Atma Puja. We start puja with Atma Puja. Again, purifying, reminding myself where my Aradhya is going to come and sit down in my heart. So when he comes and sit down in your heart, you need to purify your body because it cannot have toxics and your mind cannot having pain and distress. So you need to purify, take out the distress, pain, suffering, anything which is even body is having. So calming, relaxing your body and purifying. But purifying doesn't mean you're dirty. Purifying only means clearing yourself from pain and from suffering, from any stress, any distress, especially. Now here again, a good reminder to say your body is only the temple. And that's where it says, Deho Devalaya Prokta Jivo Deva Sanatanaha Tyaje Dagyana Nirmalyam Soham Bhavena Pujayet. My body is the only temple where I can give you the seat to come and join me. May when I start the puja, this all be nirmal, this all be calm, this all be relaxed. And then we start the puja vidhi. Then here, the very first, usually whenever somebody is coming, we offer him. We don't go empty hand. Even when we are going someone's house, we don't go usually empty hand, isn't it? So when we are welcoming, we keep a flower in your hand and then you pray. And that's usually when you see every time in the puja, Panditji will give us a flower to hold and then put it here, put it there. He always give you the flowers. The only reason is you don't keep your hands empty when you are welcoming, you are invoking, and when you are doing the puja. So your hand should be filled in the giving position. So keeping that flower or a petal in your hand, then we avahanam. Now we are inviting him. Now, the only thing I would say, skipping some of the difficult mantras or chants, just simply holding your hands together. Let's take a moment to close your eyes. Remember your own Aradhya, who you would like to welcome and invite. Visualize him right in front. My Aradhya, I am meditating upon you and I would like you to come. I would like to welcome you. Now you see your Aradhya coming. The first thing, you offer him the seat to sit down. Very gently open your eyes. Now he's sitting. So the next thing we do is giving the water to wash his feet, padyam. Whenever earlier the guest used to come, anybody used to come home, used to wash his feet. So he relaxes. It's a tiring journey, so he relaxes. And also that he can sit comfortably. So padyam samarpayami. So giving the water, we wash his feet. As I speak, you can visualize, you can imagine, without saying anything, you can feel you're doing it just simply by manasik puja also. After washing the feet, we give him the arghyam to wash hands. So because he's going to be sitting, eating, so we offer him the water to wash his hands. Arghyam samam achamaniyam, because now he needs to drink water. So achamaniyam, samarpayami. Then he has just arrived. So we don't usually give tea and coffee before. We used to give something sweet to offer. So madhu parkam, anything sweet we usually make with the 5 things: ghee, dahi, shahad, and the sugar. Or simply water also you can offer him. This is your Aradhya, this is your beloved guest. Give him anything you wish to, which is sweet in nature, or simply giving him the water. It's a long journey and he must be tired. So you offer him water for the bath, for the shower. Snanam samarpayami. Snanantaram achamaniyam samarpayami. We give the water again. We leave the water. Vastram. After the shower, we need to give him the new clothes to wear. Vastram samarpayami. Earlier, we always have, if it's a man, we usually also give him the janev to wear. Yes. So upavitam. Samarpayami, or usually after the clothes, something on top to cover. Yes. And if it's a woman, again, something top to cover, like what we are covering in our head. Upavitam samarpayami. Abharanam, abhushan, to give, to wear. None of our tradition is actually, every time we say puja, any celebration, you don't go empty head, you don't go empty hands, you don't go empty neck. Always elder says, wear. Abhushan is important. And this is where we offer the abhushan. Abhushan of flowers also we can give him. So taking the flower in our hands, we offer him the abharanam samarpayami. After that, gandham and kumkum to put on the head. And you visualize you're putting the kumkum on his head. Gandhan dharayami, gandhospare haridra kumkum samarpayami. And then we offer him the flower. Pushpam pushpamalikam samarpayami. Then dhupam, agarbatti. Om Dhupamagrapayami. Deepam, the one we already have enlightened, we worship him with that. Om Deepam Sandarshayami. Dhupa Deepantaram Achamaniyam Samarpayami. Now, something what we have made, food to eat, nevedyam. Could be fruits, it could be a food what we have prepared. Now we are offering to him. Now, offering the food is a process where we offer him, and every time we make him eat. You can visualize yourself making him eat or offering. Om pranaya swaha, apanaya swaha, vyanaya swaha, udanaya swaha, samanaya swaha, brahmane swaha. Nevedyam nivedayami. After the Naivedya, after the eating, we offer him the water again. And after water, tambulam, akshat, something sweet in the mouth to keep, and that we offer him. And then we take the kapur. Kapur, enlightening the kapur also, because that's what we offer him after. Kapura nirajanam sandarshayami. And then we pray. So here we usually can stand up, or we can do sitting also. If you're doing manasik puja, you can simply visualize yourself standing in front of him. I will chant here mantra pushpan. When we are praying vandana, when we offer the vandana, we are praying, we offer mantra pushpam. Mantra as a flowers only. So all what we chant and sing, that's what we offer him while praying. Om Yopam Pushpam Veda Pushpavan Prajavan Pashuman Bhavati Chandramava Apam Pushpam Pushpavan Prajavan Pashuman Bhavati Ya Evam Veda Yopamayatanam Veda Ayatanavan Bhavati. Om Mantra Pushpam Samarpayami. Now, when we are standing, we usually do the Pradakshina as well. 3 times, starting from your right side. Yes. Again, you can visualize, imagine doing yourself. Yani yani cha papani janmantara kritani cha tani tani vinashyantu pradakshina pade pade tava tattvana janami kidrashyosi maheshwaraha yadrashyosi mahadeva tadrashaya namo namaha. Pradakshina namaskaran samarpayami. After doing all this 16 step and the puja vidhi, we ask for forgiveness. Anything mistakenly what I may have done wrong, or anything in the process which may have gone wrong. So even for knowing or unknowing mistakes, I ask for forgiveness. Avahanam na janami visarjanam puja vidhim na janami kshamasva parameshwara mantrahinam kriyahinam bhaktihinam maheshwara yat pujitam maya deva paripurnatadastute anyatha sharanam nasti Tvameva sharanam mama tasmat karunya bhavena raksha raksha maheshwaraha. After the Kshama Prarthana also, we give him the Akshat and Pushpam, again the flower to offer, and we say Yathasthanam, jahan aapki jagah hai, jahan uchit jagah hai, wherever your appropriate space is, that's where you now take the abode. That's where you take your seat. Now here you can, literally it means that hum use vida kar rahe hain. We are sending him off. We are seeing him off. Yathasthanam is also where he has come from Vaikunt. But again, it's not really Vaikunt is far away and he's a walk down. But then literally what it means that wherever you have come. Now, this is completely our bhava. I can keep him seated in my heart. This is where also he belongs. That's where the heart center is the seat for our God to stay. We can also give him the seat into our own temple in the house if we have, and we want him to stay there. So yathasthanam, aapki apni jagah pe jaake aap wapas baith jaye. Yeah. So we are sending him off in the temple, in the heart, or we say, jahan se bhi aapka yathasthan hai. That's where you now take the seat. Samarpanam. And then after that, we send him off with the holding our hands. Yes. Now, this is the 16th step. Just very quickly, I would like you to remember stages. Yes. It's a brain exercise. Let's say stages to do. First of all, you visualize as a process, and then you will remember it. Okay. Let's see how much we can recollect. So first is we avahanam. We invite.
Invoke.
huh?
Invoke.
First is invitation. Then soon he comes, we give him seat, sit down, seat, asanam. Then soon he's sitting, we give him washing his feet. And then washing hands, and then drinking water. Simple. How
Yeah.
much we have come? 5, yes? Feet, hands, and then drinking water, 5. 6 is something now sweet to eat. मधु परकम. हम पांच चीजों का बनाते हैं ना मीठा, वो
Chamat.
or sugar or simply water again, but then something sweet to eat. 6. After
Pancham.
eating something, snan. Snanam.
Snanam.
Offer him to take shower. After snan, what he needs? Vastram.
Yeah.
Clothes. After vastram, abhushan.
Jewelry.
Abhushan. Yes.
Jewelry.
And after he's wearing abhushan, the 10th one is we offer him gandham and kumkum.
Kumkum. Yeah.
Chandan or kumkum, or both we can give him. Yes. And after the kumkum or chandan, we offer him the flowers. Welcoming. Yeah? And then we do the dhupam, agarbatti.
Agarbatti.
Something smell. Yeah. Then deepam. Deepam is our jyoti, light, what we have enlightened already.
Yeah.
After doing this puja, we give him something to eat now, nevedyam. So we have come to stage 14 where we are offering him food, nevedyam to eat.
Yeah.
And then kapur,
Yeah.
yes, 15. And after kapur, when he's finished eating, when we have offered him kapur, again, just to go around, Vandana. Then 16th is the Vandana. Now we are praying. Now we are giving our best what we have to offer. Now the
Yeah.
best what we can offer him is the mantra, pushpam. The flower mala, the garland made of mantras only. So we call it mantra pushpam. And this is the mantra taken from the mantra pushpam. It's a whole chant. And then after that, we do the pradakshina. This is the part of Vandana only that we do pradakshina. And then we do the Kshama Prarthana. And we tell him, Yatha sthanam, apni jagah aap, jahan se aap aaye hain. Yatha sthanam aap virajman ho. Okay. So we never literally send him off to say, now you go. And we don't do that. Yatha sthanam viraj jaye. Bas. Aur wahi rahe mere saath. यथास्थान हार्ट में हो सकता है, हमारे टेम्पल में हो सकता है, and it could be, wherever we like him to be seated. Stay. Yes. Okay. So do we try? How much we remember? Yeah. 16. Starting with avahanam. Second.
Asanam. Seating.
Asanam. Yes. Next.
Washing the feet. Yeah. Third.
Padyam.
Offering water.
Washing hands.
Washing
Yeah.
hands, yeah.
Yeah.
And
And
then offering water.
Water.
yeah, to drink. Yes. 5. Then
Fifth one is
Panchamrit.
something sweet to
sweet.
drink.
Yeah,
Panchamrit.
give
Yeah,
him
okay.
Panchamrit.
Panchamrit.
Panchamrit,
Right.
yeah.
6. Panchamrit. And
Seventh, wash the hand, his
Washing.
hand.
snanam.
Yeah. Snanam.
Snanam. He
Yeah.
washed hands and feet we did. So
Yeah,
now
so
snanam.
first,
Agar hum, if you
Shower.
remember, if we do,
First,
if we do abhishek, तो हम पानी डालते हैं ना, खुद ही स्नान कराते हैं
Abhishek,
शिवलिंग
yes.
को. Again, this is a ritual also we do perform. But
Yeah.
Manasik Puja, yes, we do the snanam. Then Vastram.
Vastram. Vastram.
Yes, Vastram.
Yeah.
And
Abhushan.
very nice. And
Ninth is
Abhushan.
tilak. Tilak.
Tilak.
Kumkum, Chandan
Kumkum
yes.
and yeah. Kumkum and sindur. Yeah.
Chandan, huh? And then we offer him flower.
Flowers.
Yeah, flowers.
Yeah. Okay. 11th, 12th,
Dhupam.
Dhupam. Yes,
Dhupam.
Dhupam. And
Then
the one in
Pushpagalan.
Pushpa.
No, Deepam.
Oh,
First
Deepam.
come Deepam.
Deepam.
Dhoop ke baad Deepak.
Deepam, yeah. And
Deepam.
then flowers.
Naivedyam.
flowers we've done.
Raga, yeah.
Naivedyam. Food.
Oh, food.
Food.
Food. Food. And after having food, Mukhavas.
Water.
But then that is also part of the food. We are giving him something to eat. Kapoor.
Kapoor. Yeah.
Yeah.
And after the Kapoor, we do Vandana. 60.
Vandana. Shama.
60.
Shama.
हाँ.
Yeah.
पहले वंदना मंत्र पुष्पम करते हैं, and then we do the pradakshina,
Yeah.
and then we take the kshama, and we ask him to now take the yathasthanam, seatam, asanam.
Neha ji, what is the significance of Kapoor?
Okay, so again, I'm not very expert on Karmakand, but what I know, the Kapoor has very much medicinal qualities. And also when we say we burn the Kapoor, first the smell goes off from surrounding, and also it is purifying the air.
Yeah.
Now, if when we cook, we always have smell in the house.
Mm.
And when we are eating, and after all that meal, there is always a little smell. No, that smell is not bad, but again, purifying the whole environment. So none of the microbes remains in the surrounding. So this is where we show the Kapuram, so that all the smell, all the microbes actually are clear in the air. This is my best of understanding. I could be wrong. However, the religious purpose, I'm not sure. Again, there are different explanations, but this is what I best understand, that after all this, when we want to purify, cleaning bhi karte hai na hum. After we eat on the dining table or on wherever we sit and eat, we clean the table, isn't it?
Yeah.
After the meal, we clean the air. We clean everything with the Kapoor, and Kapoor has the best antimicrobial, antibacterial, everything purifying qualities. And this is where we do this with the Kapoor.
Mom,
Haan, beta.
So Kapoor is better than all these smelly things we get it in our here. Because I read recently that all this air freshener and all that, they put something, I'm not sure, which is not good for our health, because we are smelling it in. So now I found out that Kapoor is better than anything else, because I was reading about
It's
it.
very much better. It's we do use nowadays, we have humidifiers, we have so many things, again, for breathing difficulties. We like to keep things clean, allergens and everything. Earlier days, we didn't have allergens, we had everything. But on those days, Kapoor jalta tha, diye hote the, yajna hota tha. So the purifying air was part of all this anyway. So people didn't have the problems. Now, when we don't do all of this, all the allergens, all the microbes, all the humidity, everything actually takes over, and our system is affected. So let's get back to the roots. I have a few minutes, so I may take a privilege just sharing my own experience. I started to have allergic asthma 4 years back, just before COVID. So whenever this February, March comes, the season changing, the pollen, the seasonal, so it was more like asthma of during that time. And I was so horrible. I started to have steroids throughout these 3 months, and I was all swollen. I had severe side effects. Every year, that was 3 months was my most difficult times. Until I decided after 2 years, and with the puff, now this is again, we know that very well, that once you start with inhalers and steroids, that seasonal soon enough becomes regular. So then it started to have these asthma attacks any times, and I started to develop. My son also had the same difficulty. He started with seasonal, And he started to have these asthma attacks any now and then. And then I thought, well, this is not helping. When I'm so much knowing the relevance of everything, I actually did the same. So a little bit of the food and dietary, little bit of pranayam and everything, which we used to do before also, but it didn't stop. So again, I just started the same old traditions of Kapoor and Deepam and little bit of home in the house. Again, looking at our fire alarms and what is available, what can be done. So rather than humidifiers and rather than the air fresheners, I used to do the dhoopam.
Kapoor.
I used to do this and also doing a little bit of lung exercises. But in the Homa, when somebody said the herbs to use, I did use these herbs specifically given by an Ayurveda expert. And you won't believe that even just the very first year, we stopped inhalers. And it's been 3-4 years, and none of us had anything for these seasonal changes. Just fine without doing anything.
So you light Kapoor, is it?
Kapoor is also again part of all the puja. Anyway, we do it. पूजा खत्म होने के बाद थोड़ा डालते हैं ना हम, वैसे भी डालते हैं. Agar if you're concerned that because it will take really high flames and dark ho jayega, or if it will have some you're concerned about anything, you can keep it away from everything, or maybe in the kitchen opening the door. That smell still goes everywhere, but not only Kapoor, as I said, home mein even the herbs also goes in the homa, little yagna what we do in the house, very small one. Simple idea is to purifying the air in the natural way without anything else. Nature has all the answers. Sometimes using them back.
Nehaji,
Yes.
I wanted to ask you, there was no mention of rice. Most of the pujas we do, there's always rice and kanku.
Yes, rice and kumkum. Even here we have, if you don't have flowers in hand, you can simply put the rice also. Rice is the grain. Now, if you see picked and chosen is respecting everything coming from the nature. So the rice is the grain. Again, we can hold it in our hand. Some of the pujas, especially if you know, again, it's different customs and tradition, but some of the Chauth fastings which we do, that also has grain, wheat also we worship. We hold the wheat and rice. So we make the wheat things and then put the kalash on top. So again, this is all having some grains in hand.
Okay.
It is very relevant to even do that. My best understanding, again, respecting the grains, what we eat. अगर हम उसे पूजा में यूज कर रहे हैं तो हम उसको मिसयूज नहीं करेंगे.
True.
When we eat that, our system is already having a respect for that food. When we worship animals, in Hinduism we worship animals, and सबके पास एक animal है. Every god and goddesses of our own has an animal of their own. We don't kill those animals. We never kill them. We never kill snakes. हम उठा के छोड़ाएंगे, हम मारेंगे नहीं. क्योंकि शिवजी के गले में है snake, तो शिवजी नाराज हो जाएंगे. The whole idea is non-killing, respecting every creature. See, our religion has connected this to our faith. So we don't eat bat and we don't eat snake and anything. Because fish तो खुद वमन अवतार है ना, लॉर्ड विष्णु का ही अवतार है, हम नहीं खाएंगे, भगवान विष्णु दिखते हैं. The grains में भी हमें पूजा दिखती है. So we respect. The whole idea of the puja vidhi is respecting everything what we have, and with the gratitude, accepting everything, what is allowed, what is healthy, what improves my well-being. Yes. Thank you, everyone. Hope you enjoyed.
Yeah, very well explained, Nehaji. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
I
you.
would
Thank you,
say if
Nehaji.
you're doing it, do it with celebrating it. Enjoy. Enjoy the time, Aradhya, the closeness with your God or goddesses you have worshipping. Yes.
Yes. Can
Neha,
I just say thank you very much, Nehaji? And Kapoor is actually made out of camphor. That is what you're smelling. And that's what overall the Kapoor ritual is, a gesture of respect, devotion, and spiritual connections during our prayer time in Hindu traditions. Thank you,
Oh, thank
Nehaji.
you.
That was wonderful.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you,
Thank
And
you,
Neha.
Nehaben.
One last
You're
thing.
gonna, yes.
Now that whenever
thank
we
you,
sit
Neha.
down for puja, it makes sense. You have explained 16 steps,
Yeah.
and that makes so much sense. And now, when we sit down, it's with a meaning. Very
Yeah.
good.
The meaning. Yeah, that's true.
can I
Very
ask
true.
another question, Nehaji?
Sure, sure.
Sundays, I mean, I missed the first 15 minutes. So it's such a shame because I got into halfway when you were talking about respect and, having a veil over your head for respect. And I missed the bits before then. So would you have a recording that we can
Yes,
have?
yes, yes.
Where
Panaji
would-
will share. Yes.
I
lovely.
will share it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Can I
Nehaji,
go on?
before you go, I just wanted to say something. You did a meditation on this on the 23rd of January this year. And I listen to that meditation whenever I want to do my puja, and it's really, really beautiful. So I think if anybody wants to get something quickly, the Kickstart meditation with Neha on the 23rd of January 2024.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's really stunning, Neha. You did the 16 steps puja, but you did it in the
Yes,
form of a meditation. And I
yes.
listen to this very often because it's really beautiful. So just to share.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
That's very useful.
I just couldn't recollect. I remember I did a meditation form, but I
Yes.
just couldn't recollect when I did to share it. So thank you for doing that.
How do I
Beautiful.
get it?
Follow.
Nalini ji, how do
Panaji
I
will
get it?
share again.
On
Panaji
the
23rd.
24th of January 2024. Nehaji, one more thing I always want to ask this.
Kickstart. It's
You
in the
did,
Kickstart group.
Yes, in the Kickstart.
Yeah.
You did a yagya, a havan kind of thing in a meditation form. And I searched the YouTube videos for a long time and I can't find that one. That was also really, really beautiful.
Yes, yes, I did
But I
Homa.
can't find that one. But this one I managed to find and save because I love the 16 steps. And the way you talk to the Ishт and the way you invite him and with so much love, that even makes me cry. It is so beautiful. So
Thank
the
you.
bhav is there in the meditation. So if anybody wants to listen to it, it's really very nice. So do that.
So you said 24th of January, right?
Yes,
23rd.
23rd, sorry,
23rd.
23rd.
They all the recordings are in the Kickstart group, so please try and find it in there. You will
Yes.
find it because they're done in date-wise now.
Date
so
wise.
It's
Lovely.
not in YouTube. It's not on YouTube.
not
Yeah.
on YouTube, but in the Kickstart,
Start. Okay, thank
the
you.
links are there. The links are there. Anyway, can I just remind you, we've got our yoga today, Hatha Yoga, at 10:30 with Yogeshwaram. So please try and join in. And tomorrow, being bank holiday, we've only got 2 sessions in the morning, Kickstart, and the evening 6 o'clock one. So please try and join for those 2 if you have got time and not out.
Thank you.
Nikki,
Thank you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye.
everybody.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thank
Nehaji.
you so much, Nehaji.
Nice. Really enjoyed
Thank you,
it.
thank you.
Thank you.
Now we can take off this. Respect.
Respect. Thank you.
Makes
Thank
so much
you.
sense. You feel different.
Yeah, you